Good morning. I just got up 10 minutes ago. Drank a real strong coffee. Feel a bit sick already. Just started the day though. Sometimes it's like that. Anyway, it's time for me to GTFO and then go, 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 go. Let's go. Holy shit. Guess I still got some phlegm in me. Now, I basically almost always do the exact same thing now. Especially when I leave the house. First place that I go is always the exact same place. So it's going to be super predictable. And you're just going to keep seeing the same thing on every video. But I'm sure that's what it's like for a lot of these people. Do a daily vlog, there's going to be lots of repeats. It's just going to be the way it is. So yeah, the first thing I do is typically go to local shop, grab myself an energy drink. That's how I start the day. I'd say 95% of the time. So that's where we're going. And then I'm gonna drink that, have a little walkabout, get some fresh air, get the body moving. And that's it. It's always got to be the sugar-free one. Sugar-free. Instead of the other one, which is what I call the free sugar. That's what it is. You get sugar-free or you get free sugar. I'm not too keen on the old sugar. Unless it's Alan Sugar. He's alright. I mean, I like The Apprentice. I do like The Apprentice, to be fair. I think it's a good show. But yeah, I tried to stay away from the old calorific diabetes powder. We all know that's not very good for you, is it? So it's going to be another day of activity, keeping myself busy, especially keeping myself moving. And these are all my personal goals and ideals. Just keep recording, keep up the habit. Daily video, it's the new thing. That's what I'm doing now. So I was watching Lord of the Mics last night. Well, not Lord of the Mics, but it was like BBC Radio 1 Extra with a bunch of like rapper dudes. I guess it's the grime dudes going way back. Skepta and JME, because I was searching up that track, you know, because that's not me. Sex Eddie Girl, man, that's not me. Nah, that's not me. Listen to all those guys just going fucking bananas. It's pretty crazy. They make some fucking energy though. They seriously do. They create a lot of energy with their performances. So I was enjoying that, but it was hyping me up, so I kept me up way later than I usually would. So only just got out of bed, but you know, it's not too bad. It could be worse. I got up late, a lot later yesterday. It was like 1 p.m. So this is actually a slight improvement on that. And I want to try and keep it up so that I'm still getting early starts. But there's too much good shit on the internet, man. I always end up staying awake. Oh well. So yeah, basics of the day is today is the last day before payday, at least for this month. There was a lot of variety in so-called payday because I was getting paid from lots of different ways, but now I'm not. So that goes in tomorrow on the 13th, and then I'm gonna have to spend that pretty sensibly. Got to get that ladder that I was going on about so that I can get up into the loft. It's crazy how high up my loft is, especially compared to my mum's house, because she goes up into her loft fairly often, well, especially when I go around, or she did, because she had all the bedding up there, which should be the bedding that I would use if I would stay over. And you just have to basically reach up, open it, and then pull the ladder out, and it's super straightforward. But my loft is so high up that I can't even reach it if I'm like stood on a chair fully stretched out as a 6'2" man. It's so high up. So I guess, yeah, they've got higher ceilings in there. So I got to get this ladder so I can get up there. I need to investigate what's going on up there, because I fear there may be a leak of some kind, and that's basically what I've got to get sorted ASAP. Is it's just this constant like dripping sound. Can't seem to figure out where it's coming from. Haven't got the money to call in a plumber, but I also don't want to call in a plumber until I've sort of had a snoop around myself. If I go up into the loft and figure out where it's coming from, I might be able to sort it out by myself in an imperfect fashion, which would be the ideal situation because it would save me money, and also I get to figure out how to do it myself. Always like to prefer how to do something myself. Always prefer to figure out how to do something myself than to rely on somebody else doing it and then having to pay them. So yeah, basically, not got much money to play with today. And then, damn it, the other thing that was really bad last night was the fucking screen for my laptop just suddenly just went fucking broken, basically. So I plugged it into my TV with a HDMI, so I'm using it through that now, and it actually works pretty well. It's not bad, but it's not the best sort of situation to have the screen stop working, because I could definitely make use out of that if I'm travelling about again and I want to do edits, which is what I was thinking about last time I was in London. I was staying in Kensington. I was thinking, damn, if I had my laptop, I could film the video, do the edit, and just not have to do anything, you know, not have to go anywhere to do anything, just be completely self-sufficient like that. I think that's always going to be the goal, is everything that I can do myself, I will, instead of relying on someone else to do it. Under the bridge downtown is where I drew some blood. Under the bridge downtown, I could not get enough. Okay, since the last shot, I bumped into a guy I know, and he said, let's go for a cup of tea. So we went to Costa Coffee, sat down for a bit, had a chat, talked about music, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Jimi Hendrix. So that's been about the last hour. But basically right before we went there, it started raining, which I have quickly realised is the vlogger's worst enemy, is the rain. And it's been going relentlessly now for a good little while. It's hard to actually see it, at least on this little screen, but it's going. Anyway, he had to leave because he had a meeting, but that was about an hour, just chatting away. Now basically, I'm just going to get out of the rain, and then sort of slowly work my way home. Unless it stops. If it stops raining, then I'll stay out. I would like to stay out. It's not really that late in the day yet. It's only 12:50. Oh my god. It's not even 1 o'clock. I can't be going in to retire for the day already. But if the rain doesn't stop, I don't see what else I could do. I should have an umbrella really, shouldn't I? I don't. I should have a raincoat really, shouldn't I? I don't. So, and then apart from that, I guess if I had an umbrella, that would protect the camera. Which, that's the only reason I can't stay out in the rain. I've stayed out in the rain plenty of times, but now that I'm doing the vlog, gotta make sure I stop this thing from getting wet. Gotta protect it from the rain at all costs, because I've actually love this thing now. I know I keep going on about it. How can you fall in love with an object? Well, it happened, alright. I love the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's fucking great. So, just outside the Morrisons. Don't really need anything. Got enough food. Had enough coffee and tea and caffeine. Got a pocket Red Bull, spare Red Bull. So, I'm not quite sure what to do really. It's got to stop raining eventually. Obviously. It's just a question of how long. It'd be nice if it was sooner rather than later. But I was just contemplating whether I should just like walk about in the shop for a bit, just to sort of escape the rain, waste some time. But I'm not too sure about the ability to vlog in the shop, and also they've got that silly system now where there's loads of gates, and they basically make it so unless you buy something, you're like trapped in the shop. Which I think is a terrible idea. I think it's to try and decrease theft. Obviously, it makes sense, right? But I think there's a tricky moral grey area when you're, to some degree, pressuring people into purchasing. It seems slightly coercive. And the reason why is, I would go in there, sometimes on occasion, have a look for something specific, and it was like there'd be one specific thing that I would need, right? So I'd go into Morrison's, have a look for it, and then when I realise they don't have it, I go, oh well, and I walk out. And I wouldn't feel like I'm being pressured into buying anything. Now you can't do that. If you go in, look for something, they don't have it, and then you want to walk out, you have to like force your way through these barriers, which then start beeping and like alarms start going off. So it causes like a scene. And what does that do? That basically leaves people in a position where they feel like, oh, I have to buy like some sort of token purchase now just to even go in there and have a look. I think it's terrible. I think it's really bad, but I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. Sort of puts me off going to Morrison's though, to be honest. I'd rather go to another shop where you don't feel like they're in any way trying to trap you inside of their shop and force you to purchase items. I don't like it personally. Anyway, it is still raining. I'm sure the trees are happy. I'm sure the bushes are happy. I'm pretty happy, but just it'd be nice if it stopped, you know what I mean? Ruined by the rain. Again. Sadly. Look at my hair. Jesus, man. I just put on a hat and it ends up like this. How the fuck does this happen? Just by putting a fucking hat on. Before, it was alright. Oh dear. It's getting longer and longer. It's actually just about stopped raining. I waited it out for a bit. You saw me outside that Morrison's. And then I just sat at a bus stop for a bit. Waiting it out. I'm still fucking soaking wet. Which I'm obviously fucking pissed off about. Well, say I'm pissed off. Fuck knows. But I want to get back out again. ASAP. I'm just going to come in, dry off for a bit. Fingers crossed with a little luck. Sit on the computer. Chill out. I told you, I caught up with this dude. I bumped into him. Well, I'll say I bumped into him. He was in town. Saw him, said hello. And then he said, oh, I'll get you a cup of coffee. You want a cup of coffee? I said, yeah, go on then. That was good. So I got a tea in Costa. And we had a chat. But yeah, he said, oh, you wanna go to the church later for your tea? That's what he said. There's a church in town. serves a meal. We were closed for ages because they were getting the roof repaired. So no one could go in there. Now it's reopened. But I said, nah, probably not. But have a good time. And, I could go there later. It'd be the sociable thing to do. But I'm not sure I want to be sociable. I actually just want to talk to my camera, that's it. We had a little bit of time chatting, me and Andy. It wasn't very long. But it was fairly pleasant. It was nice. I appreciated it. And it's always great when you see someone, and they want to spend a bit of time and you can have a little catch up. I'm okay with all that. I love it. It's great. But it's just right now. I really am obsessed with this vlog. This is genuinely all I want to do. And so I can see myself with enough time doing this, starting to integrate this more and more into social settings when I'm chatting with people, getting it all on camera. I'm not sure when that would happen, if that will happen. And primarily, it's just going to be focused on me. That's what it's about, and that's what I'm doing it for. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm doing this for me, not for anyone else. And if other people want to take a peek into my life, my world, through the vlog, then of course you're very welcome to do so. No qualms. But I'm making this because it makes me feel better about myself, and it gives me a sense of purpose that I felt was lacking. When I finally realised this was what I needed to do in order to change that, it became an absolute no-brainer. It was instantly, oh yeah, if I start vlogging, that will literally be the continual thread of purpose that can never go away. It will run through everything that I do. Whether I'm with mates, whether I'm working, whether I have a meeting, all that stuff that people do, the responsibilities that they have, in all the in-between times that exist when you're left feeling empty and void of purpose. This is exactly what you can do to change that. And this is the world we live in now, where everyone's doing this. And you know what? It's great. I've jumped on the train. And I have to say, I'm happy. So, no issues. Everything's good. So, like I said, I'm going to dry off for a bit. I'm going to just stick on a video Watch that for a bit. And then let's check out whether it's still raining. And if it's stopped, I'm going to head back out for more. Explore, explore, explore. That's that. Ciao for now. Okay. Time for some food. It stopped raining. Yes, it has stopped raining. That's good. So, after this food, I'm going back out. Here's what we're having. Maine garlic mushroom wood-fired pizza. £6. Holy shit. I paid £6 for that. I didn't even look at the price. That is way too much. Better be good. It's going in. Ta-da! And now, in the meantime, I'm watching a video. The video I'm watching is the Jake Paul interview.
We never had a conversation, I don't believe.
And it's on the channel of
I don't know if he probably
John Yeshua. Don't know. Don't know how to pronounce it. I've said that already. Yesterday, I think. Or the day before, I don't know. It's spelled Youshaei. Yeshua. John, spelled Jon. John Yeshua. That's what I'm doing. Got another Red Bull ready to go. More energy. Okay, so waiting for the pizza now. Looking forward to eating this. It's gonna be good. And then after that, straight out the door. Back to the action. Yeah, boy. Pizza is done. Here we go. Here we go. £6. Morrison's. Sort it out. Here we go, here we go, here we go. That's the food. Okay. Now I just got to eat it. And then I'm going straight back out the door. Oh yeah. Yeah, that screen I mentioned before. This is what it's done. See how it's flickering. Wonder if I can get that fixed. I'm sure I can. There's computer repair places. I searched it up. So, I'm heading back outside. Let's go. Let's go for a walk. Focus on me. 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 Focus. Focus on me. Focus on me. I like that song. I'm not ashamed to say it. It's a good song. As if I just forgot my phone. Damn it. I wouldn't say I usually forget things. but I'm not gonna act like it isn't a slight issue when I do. Focus on me. 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 Okay, nipped home. Got my phone. Now I'm heading into town to meet Lewis. See what he's doing. Get some more clips. Fill up the video a bit more. And let's have the great day just continue on and on and on. So far it's been pretty good. Few exciting little moments here and there. Don't get most of it on camera. You're not going to get to see most of what happens, really. You just get to see the in-between times when I'm here talking to you. So only reason I'm here talking to you is because there's not that much going on all around, you know what I mean? But I am pretty busy. I'm not going to tell you everything. I'll tell you some of it. But I go into detail if and when seems like a reasonable thing to do. But it's funny, innit? You should never watch a vlog and think that's their life. No, of course it's not. That's a carefully selected fraction of their life. And even if I posted an hour-long video a day, which is it's probably quite long for a daily video, that's still just 1 out of 24 of the hours. It's 23 hours of the day where that person's not connecting with the camera. So you're not seeing all of that. And if you're not thinking about that, and you're not appreciating that person that you watch and the time they're actually giving away to you, you're not really a very good viewer, are you? I think there's lots of viewers that they really need to go ahead and make a video for themselves. It's like people leave critical comments on social media posts and on YouTube videos, but they've never even done the thing in their life that they're commenting about. So you think, well, you've got no experience doing this. You've never made a video. So at least if they'd given it a shot for themselves, then you could actually listen to what they had to say. And then you could actually accept some degree of criticism, because you understand, okay, they actually have some kind of knowledge or experience having done what they've done. But then they could just be looking at it from a different angle, you know. You've always got to remember, for anything that anyone wants to tell you about you, it is as much a comment on them as it is a comment on you. Just found a coin. It's only 5p. But, you know, someone paid you 5p to bend over. It's not a bad wage, actually. It's just not much work available. It's funny. I actually had an idea for a YouTube video I was thinking about, which is just get some super glue, and then super glue £2 to the street, and then just watch from a distance how many people stop to try and pick it up, and they realise it's glued, and then I suppose just like laugh at them. But I don't know, it's a little bit cruel, isn't it? But it might be funny, it might be a good video, who knows. I've always thought you have to be a fool to turn down free money, as long as there's no strings attached. If it's on the pavement, the only cost, I mean, the only labour that you have to do is just to bend over, pick it up. So you are getting paid for your labour if you find a coin on the street. But I do understand there's certain situations where it's just not worth the money, is it? You see a penny on the floor, and then there's a whole bunch of people around and stuff. Like, is it worth the social embarrassment to be seen picking up a penny? Because you just look a bit desperate, don't you? But you know what? Penny's a penny. You know, a penny's a penny, a quid's a quid. Sounds like I'm stating the obvious. If you're English, you understand that's just the way we talk. Quid's a quid. You know what I mean? Every little helps. Tesco told me that. But it's true, innit? The more the better. And you know, people try to sort of make out that, like, you know, oh, money is bad and people who have money are evil. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Because everybody has money. Literally everybody. Literally everybody has money. It's just a question of how much do you have. And it's not like the more money you have, the more evil you become. Lots of evil people that are completely broke. There's lots of rich people, really nice, good, kind people. Put more money in the hands of more good people, be more good things being done, because they'd be spending their money to do good things. So how can you possibly criticise that? That's a really good thing to do. Anyway, like I was saying, money, it's not money that's either good nor is it bad. People are good and people are bad, and they decide to do things with their money that are either good or bad. Money is neutral. It's just a means of exchange. It represents the value of something. Everything has a relative value. If there was no money, then people would trade items for other items. You'd say, I've got 10 pies. I'd say, okay, I'll swap you 10 pies for 1,000 bags of crisps. And they'd say, okay. So everything has a relative value. Money is not evil. It just represents the relative value of goods. And those goods are going to be swapped anyway. And I think that's what people need to understand, really. I think it's important to consider, well, who's in charge of the money and who determines the value of the money. Obviously that matters, because you've got to trust those who are in charge and hope they're doing a decent job. And you never really quite can be sure. You never quite really can be sure as to whether they're doing a good job or not. They're probably doing a bit of a good job in some ways, and then they're probably making a lot of mistakes in other ways. So that's the thing about people, they're not straightforward, good or bad. They're a complicated mix of both, good and bad. They're not one or the other. That oversimplification, that way to look at people, is really quite stupid. So we're back with the doggo again. Hello. So cute. They're so lovable. It's really hard not to love them, isn't it? No more cigarettes for me. I've got to stop smoking them. They're not good for you. They just make you feel terrible. It's not a good idea. Don't smoke cigarettes. I don't regret doing it, but I do want to stop the habit and make an actual new habit, which is no cigarettes. The Chorley Pals.
Where people come to buy.
Let's read some of this, okay? It says, Chorley is the worst town in the world because it's so shit that everyone hates it. It's his version of New York City. And then here is an old man who is looking at something. Isn't that interesting? Here is a man with a statue. That's good, isn't it?
Peace.
We just had a great conversation for about 5 to 10 minutes. I thought I'd filmed all of it. I forgot to fucking press record. As soon as it ended, I go, fuck, didn't even record that. Silly Billy. Size of this fucking can. It's huge. You don't understand. I've got big hands. This is a can of beer. Fax Premium. Gigantic beers for gigantic people.
2 days ago, I was sat in my bed, and I was half asleep.
Sat in your bed, not lying.
I was lying in my bed, and I was coming up with all these tunes in my head and everything.
No,
And then,
that's what you do. That's what you need to do.
and it was really good. It was actually so creative. But obviously, I can't remember anything now. You never can.
You can if you wake up and fucking write it on a bit of paper. But I dream like 40 times a night. Get up for the piss, different dream. Dream. I've always got dreams in my head, me. Some of them are weird. One of them, I married Johnny Depp, which was weird. That was pretty weird.
You married Johnny Depp in a dream.
Married him. Yeah,
We're
in
just
a dream.
talking about, basically, here you go, you want to get in the shot?
No,
We're just talking about how
dreams work.
you can have music that'll come to you in a dream. And lots of the great artists that have made some of the greatest songs.
I married Johnny Depp in mine. Yes,
Yeah, he married Johnny Depp in his dream. But basically, there's lots of people who they'll hear a song in their dream, they'll wake up, sit down at the piano, and then they'll start putting it down. So lots of the best music that people sort of make, they didn't even make it really. Not through any sort of effort or hard work. It just sort of appeared to them in the dream.
Yeah.
Obviously lots of the music they did write, they put lots of work into it. But I remember hearing, I think it was Paul McCartney specifically, talking about one of their songs. Oh no, it was Let It Be. It was Let It Be.
Let it be.
For sure, yeah, it was Let It Be. Came to Paul McCartney in his dream, and he said he woke up, and straight away he's like, I need to get this
I
down.
need to write it down now before I forget it in the morning, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone dark now. Oh, it's getting there. Sun's on the way down. Not sure what I'm up to now. Still out and about. Just mooching. Chatting away. It's been alright. It's been good. It's been a pretty good day so far. I'm going to try and get a few more clips in before the evening is over. And
Don't get hit by a fucking bike.
almost got hit by a bike. Not quite. It's a close call. It's nice to see the doggo. It's a pretty cool thing. My mate, he's just got a dog, and it's cool just for a bit of a change in the usual dynamic. I'm trying to cut down on drinking. I've stopped smoking fags completely. Got no issue with that. I'm trying to stop drinking so much, trying to focus on more positive things. But just contemplating now whether to have a bevy or not. I'll figure it out. Got a sparkling pineapple car, KA. Sparkling pineapple car. Not bad, 69p. What have you got?
Knight Cronenberg. 1664.
He's on the bevies, lad. I really need to make sure I actually hit record before I start shooting, because there was a really good conversation earlier that I filmed. It's probably the best clip that I had all day, and forgot to fucking hit the record button. Whoopsie daisy. So didn't manage to get it. Probably would have been the best part of the video, but I think that's something I'll just have to get used to. It's probably going to happen from time to time. Obviously now I know if it's recording. There's a little red light that's flashing. We've got the time stamp in the top left corner. So anyway, this camera's running out of battery now. I've used it quite a lot today. It's been good. I just left Lewis. He didn't want to hang out anymore. I was trying to get him to come back to mine to play some chess. I really want to play some chess with him, or just with someone in general. But you know, me and him play chess quite a lot, and it's been pretty good. I don't know, maybe he's a bit disheartened because I always seem to win. He wins every now and then, but I don't want him to be disheartened. I just like playing chess. Just a bit disappointed now that I've got no company, but it's okay because I've got Cammy the camera. I've got Cameron the camera to keep me company. Wow, how's that for alliteration? that could be the title of the video. That I've got Cammy the camera to keep me company. That's a cool name for a video. Yeah, fuck it. That's what today's video is called. Anyway, better go. See you in the next clip. Just got in the house and oh my god, it's been a wet and wonderful day. It's been great. It's nearly 6 o'clock and back to work, as they say. Got my desk set up here, nice and comfortable. Bloody socks are wet, and shoes, and fucking everything else. Everything got wet. It's raining. Rain all day long. Oh well. It's nice to come back to a nice warm house, to get out of the pain of the rain, and back to business. Basically, what happened earlier, I'll fill you in, is I went out to meet Lewis, and after I met him, shortly after, bumped into Carl with his dog, and then we all started just chatting and chilling, just crying shame. Anyway, gonna chill out a bit more, stop with the over exaggerated performative consumption. Well, it's actually not performative. I just can't stop taking caffeine. I've actually got some cold and flu medicine that I didn't finish off. If anything, I should be taking that. I've not got a cold, I've not got a flu, but I did sort of quite recently. But I'm basically better now. Anyway, gonna have a bit of time off camera, and then start putting the edit together in the next couple of hours.